So I've done challenges or experiments in the past where I've given one team perfect facilities and one team an absolute boatload of money. And we've done it again, but this time from two teams in League Two. Because I wanted to see, can that get them to the Premier League quickly? Can that have a bigger influence than maybe a proper non-league team? Let's head over to the Football Manager screen. Let's check out the two teams. And then let's work our way through the next 25 seasons. Now, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you do go down and subscribe so you do not miss any content going forward, as well as make sure you do comment below. Let me know your thoughts on how the AI has handled these two situations. So the first club to look at is Newport County. Starting with 300 million in the bank. If we go to here and go to edit the club details, you can see if we go to finances, 300 million in the bank. They have a 50 million transfer budget in season one with a $250,000 on a wage budget. And if we go to the income side of things, they've picked up a couple of very handy bits of money here. They've got a training kit deal, which will bag them £1 billion, as well as a back of the shirt deal, which gets them another £1 billion. I feel like these people have overpaid for their sponsorship. That's going to give Newport County £2 billion plus the 300 million they've already got. Now they won't get more after that. It's going to be 2 billion. Show me what you can do with it. And on the other hand, we have Bromley. Now Bromley are newly promoted. Bromley are one of the favourites to go down, along with Newport County. So what we've done to them is we gave them state-of-the-art training facilities, state-of-the-art youth facilities, youth recruitment, which is exceptional, and junior coaching with it, which is exceptional. But also, it says very poor, but I do fix it up to perfect. We've gave them a grass pitch again, undersoil heating, and also made it absolutely perfect. So as they go up the leagues, they're not going to have any issues. And what I'm going to do is every 5 years, I'm going to come back into the Bromley side of things and just update these, because the training facilities, youth facilities, etc. will drop down. They will go to maybe 19, 18. Same with the stadium condition, etc. So I will keep coming in and upgrading them just to make sure they are always the best they can be. So we're currently loading the end of season 1. So we're going to head over and see exactly how these two teams have survived, how they have done in their first season in League 2 with these new strings to their bow. So first off, Newport County, I see, missed out on promotion to League 1, where Bromley just survived relegation. Well, I say just, they were 9 points away, but they were third from bottom. So Bromley straight away didn't have the best start. Now they do have a youth intake coming in called Emmanuel Annie. Let's check him out. He's actually quite good, and this is already the first sign that they are getting some youth players through intake season 1 who have a bit of potential. As a left back, he's quite good. So they've already started developing some people through their academy. Newport County, on the other hand, I assume might have spent a bit of money. Go transfers. Okay, so they have brought some people in. Let's have a look at the final few. So they brought in Curtis Thorne, who is a right back, formerly playing in America. And he's not amazing, passing a 5. 6'1". I'd probably rather use my centre back, but he's naturally a right back. And they brought in a guy on loan from Sheffield United, who is a central defender from Canadian nationality. Isaka from Plymouth, I have used him before, very good attacking player. Scored 7 goals from this season. Then a couple of free transfers here, but they've not actually done anything. They actually made a profit. A club with 300 million in the bank made a profit in the first season. 30,000 out, 21,000 in. So they just missed out on promotion, but they didn't actually spend any money. Their coach is Nelson Jardim, who comes after being the coach at Maritimo's B team in Portugal. But okay, this isn't what I expected. They have 6 and 6 for youth and training. A youth recruitment is a 8, and junior coaching is also an 8. So it'll be interesting to see. What's this? Under transfer embargo due to breach of financial regulations. Okay. Did they lose points on some of this? No. How long's the embargo going to go on for? It doesn't say how long they're going to be under a transfer embargo for. That's something to keep a check on. Now we have jumped one season forward here because I'm interested. Now if they're under an embargo, I assume or hope they've massively improved the facilities. Bromley came 4th bottom this time. So obviously I'll go in and fix all of this stuff. Their best player is still Annie in the youth team, but let's just head down here and just see, does anybody stand out in terms of the 5 key things? We've got a goalkeeper here who has decent attributes. We've got this guy here as well who is a left wing back. Actually quite poor. He just has really good determination, work rate, etc. Okay, so their youth team isn't developing anybody yet. Now, have they sold anybody? Oh, it's because I'm in my vacation bit here, so let's just fix this. Okay, now we can see it. Okay, so they've not sold anybody to any big clubs. No, nobody's gone out. I was curious if they'd made a big sale early, like a 16-year-old or something, to come in and gone straight out, but no, that's not happened. Let's check out Newport County then. Okay, first off, they are not in an embargo anymore. They now have 900 million in the bank. I can show you in here. I can see it's behind my webcam. The finances, you can see they're 899.9 million. They have a transfer budget of $250,000. They're fairly impressive. Fairly impressive. And they've spent 135k. Now, I'm guessing because of the money they brought in, they were massively in the profit. I'm going to check. Let's add a new manager. Go there. Let's go to League 2. Let's go to Newport County. I'm just curious because I think that financially they're going to be massively in the plus this season. Last season they were 600 million in the plus. Season would have just ticked over, okay? 600 million in the plus last season. So you tell me why they didn't spend more money. Why? This club was 600 million in the plus last season. Now the FFP stuff for League 2. Keep the player's wage expenditure below 11.75 million a week. The club are currently spending 66,000 a week on wages. I mean, that's mental, by the way. It doesn't make sense why the AI didn't splash a lot more money on this club. Let's have a look at their signings and before we jump forward. So coming in, first off, James Gale came in, who is an attacker from Solihull Moors. 2.2k a week they paid him. Contract is run out. Ben Truman came in, defensive midfielder, after being at Liverpool. Devini, he's a very good player from Crystal Palace. Came in on 6.25k a week. So he's the type of player they probably signed, hoping he could lead them forward for a few years. Ben Sheaf from Southampton. Not that good. Joe Bogan comes in. Wait, hang on. Ben Sheaf on free, and then signed Peebles from Dorking for 170k. Now, mentally fantastic. Really, really good. So I like that idea. Would he lead them forward? I'm not sure. You got a striker there who's not so good. Drysdale, who's a central defender. Again, very, very good central defender. 4.1k a week from Tranmere. Redshaw, who is a striker who's not so good. Burton, who again is an attacking player who's not the best. And then for Milton Keynes, they signed Lemon High Evans, who is a attacking midfielder who's very talented, 1.6k a week. I like him. I think he looks really good. Now, in terms of the squad as a whole, let me just see their wage-wise. Who's the highest wage earner then? It is a Devaney. That's 6.25. It's not bad. If they are putting together a decent team, they came 13th. I think next year they could probably push on. Let's jump forward just one more year and see if they do go up next season. Okay, so they do go up in the following season, coming in second place. And if we look, they did invest a bit more, spend 350k. Mullen from Cheltenham is another defensive player, but a very good one. McCormack from Stevenage is an attacking midfielder who is really, really talented. McGee from Tranmere is a goalkeeper who I think is someone they could use. McCarthy from Brighton on loan. Senior on a free transfer is a fullback who's very good, high wage. Youngster from Epsley, Sean Wright is a right winger. Coming from Preston, I mean, he has a little bit of potential. But 2.4k a week's a bit steep for him, I think. You've got an attacking mid whose contract's running out. And then you've got an attacking player here who scored 14, coming in from Chelsea, a region, 4.1k a week. So fair play Newport County. With all the money in the bank, they've still got 706 million in the bank at the minute. Facility-wise, they have a 10-10, 8-10. So they've won promotion in the third season. They've also upgraded facilities. Okay. The AI is doing something. I still think that one season they made the 600 million profit. They should have almost tried to build a whole squad in that season. Because the game should know how much profit they made and how much money they have available to spend. And use that season to make sure they didn't breach any FFP over 3 years. I mean, they could probably do it over the next couple of seasons as well. Bromley finished mid-table still. And they do have a player here called Smith who came through the academy who looks decent. So they are continuing to produce talent through the academy. In terms of players who've been sold, they played in Miami, who is a winger, but he didn't come through the academy. Let's have a look. You've got Mads Gade to Sheffield Wednesday. He did come through the academy. So he looks really, really good. So there's the first top player they actually brought to the academy and sold on. You've got Nicolai Brownie to Wolves, who is a attacker stroke winger. Again, 18 years old. Another good sale. And then Deji Elerewe. Nailed that. The Stoke City. He didn't come through the academy, so I just struggled with that name for absolutely nothing. Good job, me. Now, one thing I did fail to mention. Whilst giving Bromley perfect facilities, etc., I also gave them Chelsea as a parent club to try to help them just kind of develop players and also get players on loan to help them a little bit. They've used them a little bit, but not much. Not as much as I would use them. He is very good, by the way. How did they manage to secure him? Fair play to them. Okay, so we've jumped forward to the year 2030. So let's check out League 2 first off. And I don't see Bromley. Let's check out League 1. And Newport County won promotions. 2030, Newport County going up into the Championship. Bromley are 14th in League 1. Okay. So, looking at this table here then. So, 24-25 we were there. 25-26 came 14th. Then 20th. Then 7th and won promotion. And last year came 7th in League 1. Their best player at the minute, best youth player is this kid here. Key player came from Chelsea. From Chelsea, then to Bromley. So fair play, on loan from Chelsea. He looks very, very good. Vice captain came through the intake. He's made 172 appearances for the club. Doesn't actually look that good. He doesn't look that good. I'm curious. So again, so let's have a look. They sold someone to Blackburn for 110k. I think we all thinking this, aren't we? We all thinking this. 110k. Oh dear. They sold this guy to Wolves, 20-year-old, 6'3". I mean, 170k rising to 500,000. Oh, they sold a player here for 7 million who came through the academy. Okay, so how did they get 7 million rising and 9 million for him and 110k for someone else? 39 caps for Bermuda. He looks really, really good. So that's massive for funding the club. From to Middlesbrough. I mean, wow. Wow. Another guy here, the Bolton they sold. Looks okay. Rochdale one, I don't think it'll probably be a big one. Look for sales to like big clubs. That's normally a sign that they're going to be a good player. There's someone at Brentford. Oh, that's that youngster who we looked at the start, Emmanuel Annie. He develops really, really well. Really well. Okay. Fair play. Fair play. Bromley are building well. They look decent. I'm curious actually. How many of their starting 11 came through the academy? So the right back came through the academy. Central defender started off at Newcastle. Other central defender, he's definitely Newcastle. Left back came through the academy, so that's 2. Few loanies. Another one there. Every 1, 2, 3, 4 players came through the academy in the starting 11. As many as I hoped, is it? Let's check Newport County then. Transfers. Have they been spending 475k the season after? 1.2 million the season after that. Oh my god, they actually spent some money. Then 1.1 million. Then 21. It's like they just realised they've got money. And they went, holy shit, have you seen it in our bank? Did anyone tell? No one told me, mate. We've got loads of money. So Nigel Pritchard, they spent 17.25 million on this guy. I don't see it. 4.2 million on this guy from Oxford. He's okay. Actually, I recognise him. Is he worth that? Rising to 3.1 million for this guy. 2.3 million for this guy. Not seeing it. I'm not seeing the value there. And then 3.6 million here. So at the minute, they have 570 million left in the bank. They have 14 and 14, 12 and 13. So they've upgraded facilities. Stadiums are very good as well. So that's nice to see. Tom Cleverley is now the manager. So we're now going 10 years further into the future here. Let's end that holiday. So both clubs are in League One. So let's head over to League One. 10 years into the future. I don't see. There's Bromley. So Bromley is still here. Let's go in general so you guys can see this a bit better. So this is when we were here. So they came 14th, won promotion to the championship. Spent a couple of years championship, went back down, back up, back down, and now they back down in League One. Okay. The squad has a lot less loan players in, so let's have a look. Fred Adams came through the academy. Very good looking player as well, by the way. Okay. Left winger didn't come through the academy. Right winger didn't come through the academy. Centre mid came through the academy. Okay, so that's 2. Jack Street didn't. Left back didn't. Centre back came through the academy. Another centre back didn't come through the academy. Right back didn't come through the academy. Goalkeeper, guess what? Didn't come through the academy. Bit concerned about this. Where's all the players going? So Nicky Ruggles went to Sheffield United. So he came through the academy. He looks insanely good for 19 years old. Sold for 3.3 million. Are they short of money? Yeah, they have 232k in the bank at the minute. Okay, so they are short of money, but let's have a look here. But they are making a massive profit every season. Okay, the last few seasons they've made a massive profit. They're still leaking money. So Hamzat Ede went to Brentford for 6.5 million. 24 now. That I could see. Mentally and physically insane. But technically, not good enough. So I think that's a good sale. That's a good sale. Going back another year, couple of sales down here. Going off to, he's gone to Swansea for 7.75 million. Again, I think that's a really good sale. Fickle personality as well. And James Ward, who didn't come through the academy, sold for 2.9 million after signing for $500,000. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think sometimes you gotta say a good bit of business there, but they are bringing in a lot of people, so they are trying to stay up. But I would prefer them to use some academy players. I'm being picky. Right, let's go and find Newport County. The Newport County are, oh my days, they're knocking on the door of the Premier League. They are knocking on the door of the Premier League. So they went up. Then 29-30, they actually went up. Came straight back down. Finished 11th, then went straight back up. Sorry, then went up. And now they've been a mid-table championship side, but they've just massively pushed on. They have 150 million in the bank. This season, they have lost 170 million. And I guess this might be the reason why. Built in 2039, a 17.8 thousand capacity stadium, the Newport County Stadium. They have 15 for youth facilities, 15 for training, 14 for youth recruitment, 15 for junior coaching. And only 150 million left in the bank. They are currently spending 2.9 million a week. I'm curious how they must be, yeah. They are by far the biggest spenders in the championship. That's just mad. They spent 55 million this season trying to get up. The biggest signing for 22. Yeah, it's this one for 22.5 million from Bournemouth. Is a right back. 22. He does look good. Are they going to recoup the money? I'm not sure. Sorry, I was 2 seasons back. I apologise. But then they spent 26 million here. 5.25 million for someone Connor Christie. Again, he does look quite decent to be fair. And then a 21.5 million Chris Brown goalkeeper. 32. You spent 21.5 million on a goalkeeper who's 32 now. And the season just gone, they actually massively cut down. 145k spent. But this season's minus of 171 million lets you know that that stadium was bloody expensive. That stadium was expensive. Okay, so we are at the final point of this journey. We're 25 years into the future. Let me just quickly go in and end the holiday. So it took me 4 hours of holiday to get to this point. So not too bad. So let's go to England. Let's go to the Premier League. So Newport County did make it to the Premier League. They did make it to the Premier League. So they've just made it last season as well. So this is their first season in the Premier League. So it took them. They got 2 billion in the end, minus all the tax and all that jazz. The 2 billion I'd gave them. Near the start of the season, to start the save. In 25 years, they won. What have they won? They've won the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. That'll be good times. Come on. That's it. And then the Under-21s Division 3. They didn't win a single title going all the way up to the Premier League. But they are in the Premier League. Training facilities of 18. So 4.5 star, 4-star youth facilities, 2.5 star youth recruitment that could really be improved. Junior coaching also could be improved, and they have survived in the Premier League, finishing 4th bottom. They spent 46 million this season, the first season up in the Premier League, 33 million for Dirk Coppens from Standard Liège, and let me tell you actually. I like this guy. He looks really, really good. Lacks the passing, but apart from that, I do think he looks a very good player. Bit low on teamwork and work rate for me, but all in all, he does look okay. But Newport County, with 2 billion in 25 years, well, 2.3 billion, got to the Premier League and survived. Where are Bromley? Oh my days, Bromley are 9th in the championship. Bromley are 9th in the championship. 8 million in debt. Let's not go there. Let's go to general. So, this was actually their first season back in the championship. They've been a bit of a yo-yo club. Now, in terms of their spendings then, 3.7 million, 8.5 million out. Let me just see, is there any... Nobody's standing out there. Let's check the season before. 5 million to Cardiff, Mark Jones. Yep, came through the academy, so they are still moving on players, but 18 million out, 2.4 in, 1.9, 2.3, 650, 10, half a million, 1.9. Okay, so you got to go back 5 years to find a season where they didn't actually make profit on players. And in terms of players, then you've got a Colombian in goal who didn't come through the academy. I'm curious how many people actually came through the academy. We've got a 24-year-old right back here who's starting at Bournemouth. We've got a centre defender on loan, another 30-year-old centre defender from Croatia. I'm going to guess he didn't come through the academy. 27-year-old left back didn't come through. Very, very disappointed by the lack of academy players in this Bromley team. In terms of, I just hoped that a lot of these players had come through the academy and were just like ticking along at this club. I mean, when you go through, I'm guessing maybe quite a few of the ones who are under the age, like, look, academy player there. Not academy player, came through West Ham. Came through Sheffield Wednesday. Okay, academy player. Isaac, academy player. Okay, so the younger players in the squad are academy players. The backups look like the academy players. So it looks like mainly it's the 11 who are not, but they've sold quite a lot, and maybe you could hold on to some of them. I think if we look back on this, 25 years, 2.3 billion versus perfect facilities, I would say, if I had to choose which way I would have gone, I think I would rather be Bromley. They are technically 11 places behind Newport County, 25 years into the future. And they have continuously developed players who are good enough for a high level. So if you can hold on to just a couple of them, you could probably be where Newport County are now, but having a team almost halfly done with players through your own academy from the local area. Do I think the AI handled the money at Newport County properly? No, but at the same time, they did okay. They've developed the facilities, which in previous games they didn't. They've signed okay. They've brought in okay players. Maybe in the first few years, they should have spent maybe a little bit more and actually looked at, especially that season where you got 600 million in, your profit shows 600 million. You could have spent some of that and massively threw money at the team in them 12 months. But all in all, I think the AI's done well with both situations in this one. Let me know below what you think. But I think they've done okay. But hopefully you did enjoy this video. Make sure you do comment below if you did. I will see you in the next one. You will see on the screen now the people who are patrons or monthly members through YouTube. If you do want to join, links are in the description below. The YouTube one, you can just click that join button next to where the subscribe button is, or go into the description if you want to become a Patreon member. Links are below. Thank you for your support, and hopefully I will see you on the next video.